Hi, welcome to Mate. Let's make chicken parma. Please like the video, share and subscribe to Mate. First, let's get started by cutting the chicken breast into fine pieces and make sure it doesn't break at any point. So, handle it with care. So, once you have finely cut the chicken breast, get ready to batch it with a polythene wrap, and you have to cover the chicken breast with the polythene wrap, and you have to use a tool to batch it, or you can just use whatever any hard material you got in your kitchen. So I got this batching tool, so this is very effective. So once you batch the chicken, you have to make sure it doesn't break into pieces. That's why we are using a polythene wrap on the top. So once you finally batch it into a very thin piece, you will understand at the end when you're tasting it, it is very nice and very crunchy. Let's get started to crumb the chicken. First, you have to make the egg wash. To make the egg wash, you have to use 3 eggs to 4 eggs, and then 1 cup of milk, pepper, a pinch of salt, and then you have to add some sesame oil, and then you have to add this is a must, a vegeta. So maybe you can add around 3 tablespoons of vegeta. It gives you a very good taste. And then you can see I have batched the chicken. This is my first batch of chicken which I'm going to crumb now for the video. And then you have to get ready with some breadcrumbs and also flour. You need some flour. So let's start to crumb the chicken. Whisk the egg wash. Maybe use a beater if you want, but I'm not using a beater. I just used a fork to just mix it well. So you take your chicken breast, which is batched very finely. So first you have to put it into the flour, and then you have to dip it into the egg wash, and then into the breadcrumb, and finally crumb it. Let's start. Yes, you can see how thin it is. It is very thin, and it's a very nice decent piece, it might be enough for a big man. It's like it's gonna make you full. It's a good dinner. You have to try it. And you can see I'm applying a very generous amount of flour here, and then you have to take it with very 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 careful, and then you dip it into the egg wash. So egg wash is the main ingredient here. So if you make the egg wash, it has to be like the things whatever I said, add them, you get the best taste. And then you have to just put it into the breadcrumbs, and you have to top it and press it harder so that it will stick it into the bread, like into the chicken. So what you have to do is you have to do as how I do. You will get the best crispy parma. Okay, so you see it's getting there. So we are done almost. Yes, we are done. So next you can see I have done maybe 2 pieces, and then we're gonna do it again. See, it's so nice. So it has been done perfectly. So you also can do the same. It is so nice and tasty. So repeat the same and finish it off. And then let's get started with a deep air fry, a deep oil. And then we're gonna add it into the oil, get it into nice golden brown, and make sure to flip it and see. Wow, it's so amazing. So you see, so I learned this at my workplace where I used to work at a restaurant, and I used to make the best parma with my boss teach me. Then you have to get the crisp chicken, and then you add it into your baking tray. So you have to make a bolognese first, but I haven't made the recipe here. Please let me know in the comment if you need the bolognese recipe. It's also a main ingredient. So the bolognese is very very important. It's so yummy. So let's add the bolognese sauce. So make sure the bolognese is a sauce which is made up of meats. You can add chicken, beef, but I have added beef here because it's so good. Beef gives a different taste, but you can also, some people doesn't eat beef, you can just go ahead with some chicken, or even some, you can go with like soya meat, it's so good. Simply it should be like into a paste. You make the curry and then like simply I'll just say is like just put it into the grinder and make it a fine paste, and then you have to add loads of cheese, but you have to take tasty cheese so it gets like melted and so nice. You see, the chicken is very hot after the deep frying, so it has to be done straight away, and you have to eat it straight away. Don't let it dry and stay, like keep it and eat it after hours. It doesn't taste good, so you got to taste it as soon as you make it. It's so yum. Okay, let's get done. So we are almost done, so we are adding some cheese on top. And so you should make sure your oven is on preheated to the maximum, maybe 240. I'm using 240 Celsius. I'm not showing you the step here because there's a lot to show. So you'd know, right? You just put it into the oven, bake it. Wow. So you see, it's a nice crispy and melted cheese parma. It is very nice. You would love it. So please try it. I have enjoyed this with my family, my friends, and my brother's friends. So they had it and they loved it. But I was so late to upload it because I got some busy and I couldn't edit it. So you can serve it with some chips, hot sauce, and then enjoy it for a dinner. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Aussie Made. Bye.